Okay guys, so these plans have been lost by USPS for 2 weeks. And I finally got them. And so just want to see. I mean, the packaging is just like 100. And so let's open this up and see how it looks like. These plans have been lost. And I don't know, it's obviously found. Oh wow, okay. 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 So this is good. Yeah, but I'm not too concerned. After all these years, I'm pretty good with rehabbing. This is the first one. Okay, let's keep going. I have full faith that this is gonna work out. Oh my Lord, help us. So, this is just too cute. Like Sandra, it's my first time buying from her, and she even included a card. So cute, with like a keychain. Sandra, you are just like surprising on every level with the plants you sell and also with how you ship them. And I like it that the seller, she's also very on top of it. She's the one who actually notified me that the package is facing some issues. Like the package is not moving in the tracking, and it's just stuck somewhere in Florida. And so I wasn't the one that went to her. She's the one who alerted me. And so it just shows that, there's good customer service, like they actually care. That you get your plans on time. I mean, sometimes I'm just like, yeah, if they don't reach out to me, they probably got their plan and they're happy. Usually when people reach out to you after they bought plans from you, I don't know, most of the time they're unhappy with something. But when they're happy, it's kind of like no news is good news. Okay, so this is really good wrapping because you can see there's just so much material. But at the same time, that it's not overly wrapped, and I gotta cut through all these plastic. So yeah, this paper makes it easy to take things apart without fearing that you might hurt the plant. Oh, okay, so it comes out like this. So this is a variegated mag. Ooh. Okay, variegated mag, and this is how it looks like. Yeah, definitely I can see the variegation, very minimal, but I just thought it's pretty cute. So you can see there's some variegation, but then the rest of the color, I know it's just the leaf dying. And yes, so let's bring it back the bin. Okay, so I think this is going to be really good too. Let's see. And I know this is like really hard work to unpot and then wrap in moss. It's just sometimes just easier to ship the plant in its original box. Pot, yeah. Okay. So it's very easy. It's very good packing. It's very easy to remove as well. and it is also moist. I mean, when I was talking to the seller, she's like, you know what, we're pretty confident with our packing. And I was like, okay, good. You want a seller who's confident of their packing. And this is the first time that I bought from this seller, right? So like I really don't know how they pack. And so when they say they pack well, I'm like, okay, let's see. So it's really just a blessing that the plan made it. So you can see there's just some dying, which is, normal, especially when it is in a box for so long. So I'm just gonna remove these later. I've shown you how I'm very ruthless when it comes to removing roots that are just not useful anymore. Usually, how I rehab my plants, I put them in like a high humidity condition, usually with a Ziploc bag, and the new roots usually grow from the stem instead of out from the existing root. Yeah, so these ones are just soggy. But yeah, I'll clean this up. Easy and no harm done to the plant. So really happy. This is the last one. I kind of bought, I'm kind of like went back to basics and bought all the very typical anthuriums. So I got a Forgetti Eye, and then I got a Magnificum, and this is a Regal, and it's the biggest one. I bought it because I think it's slightly different from the Regals that are in the market. It's supposedly with a wider sinus. Okay. And this is like just, I don't know. I think a Virgo might have packed this because it's just like symmetrical. Like, just so nicely packed. Okay. So, yeah. This is how it looks like. So we have this insulating layer, and then we have, okay, I think I need to loosen this up. There's the insulating layer, which is a must for winter shipping, for winter shopping. Even when it's, somewhere not too cold like Miami to somewhere not too cold like California. And then, I'm really impressed, right? So then they have this cardboard layer. Definitely reusing these ones for my own sales. Oh, comes out. Okay, and then they have the third layer. So one thing I like when it comes to packing plants, my rule is that no part of the plant should be touching the box. Like, that's just like the absolute rule. So imagine if the plant is going to be in here and then you just like put all these fluff around the plant. I think that is like unacceptable. And especially for tropical plants like anthuriums, philodendrons, monsteras, they need humidity, right? And so I don't think just fluff, just putting a plant in here, covering it with fluff, it's gonna make it. Especially when you need also heat to be trapped in the box, to be trapped around the plants. And so you definitely need layers and layers of material to cover the plant. But nonetheless, like the plants, no part of the plant, the leaves, no part of it should be touching the shipping box. because if the shipping box has any damage, then it's gonna directly damage the plant. And so that is just one good rule. Whether you should buy from a seller, again, is see how they pack their plants. So this would be the Regal. I am so excited. This plan, let me tell you guys, this plan, I've been watching this plan for maybe I don't know, like 3 purchase or something. Like Sandra just kept showing this plan, and then nobody's buying this plan, and so she would show it again in the next purge, and then nobody bought it again. Maybe some people ask questions, and I've been wanting it for a while, but I'm just I really need to stop with my spending. And Regal is not a very special plan where it's you can get it anywhere else. It's a common plan now, but this one is different because of its wide signage. And I think I have been watching this plan for maybe 3 weeks, and then I'm oh, maybe I should buy it. And actually this is the plan that I'm adding on. So Sandra's on her perch, she's if you bundle up, we'll give you a deal or something like that. And so I decided to, I think the rule was bundle 3 plans. We buy 3 plans, and we have we can do a bundle deal, just some discounts, and also the more plans you buy, the more you can save from shipping, because the shipping for 1 plan is the same as shipping for 3 plans. I mean, depending on how big the plans are. But yes. So if you divide the shipping, if the shipping is $40, you divide it with among 2 plans compared to divide it with 3 plans, it just gets cheaper, right? So this is the roots. This is still moist, so this is really good. And really, when the plant is in the box like this, it wouldn't really photosynthesize, and so the plant wouldn't actually be absorbing a lot of water. Yeah, and so I know that this level of dampness, moistness, is pretty much the same as when they packed it 2 weeks ago. And it's a really good amount of moisture, you see? I gotta squeeze until but there's just not a lot of water coming out. And this is how you should ship, how you should kind of handle your moss when you ship, because there's so many times I get plants where it's just a ball of water. The moss is so wet that I'm the water is actually suffocating. It's killing the plant, instead of the shipping condition. And this is actually, I mean, I guess maybe the root system is just more mature. This is actually the nicest out of the 3. This is the nicest out of the 3. As you can see, maybe just the tip, right? Just the tip has some damage, but then the rest is just really good. I'm so impressed. I'm super impressed. Let's see. Yeah, but as I said, usually when I mean, from experience, new roots would come from the stem. Usually new roots will come from the stem instead. Yes. And I don't want to prop this. I just want this to... The plants are really very shocked. I have had experience with propping plants once I got them. Like, oh, like I bought one plant, but I want to like make it into 3 plants. And then I prop it immediately and none survived. Yeah, so this is my buy. Very classic plants, right? We have the Regal. We have the Magnificum, which is slightly variegated. Very exciting. And then we have the Forgetii. It's funny how like I actually wanted these two and then the Regal as the add-on plan, but the Regal, I think out of all these, I like the Regal the most. So yes. Wow, so these are the plants and they've been trapped. I think like for 2 weeks or more, beginning of December. And so I'm really, really impressed with how they show up, the the holiday wrapping as well. And then I mean, this card is just, it's just too much. It's just like, I'm ashamed of being a seller myself. Because like, I'm not doing all these things. And I'm like, oh, maybe I should. Where's the keychain? Okay, so there's also this keychain. Like, girl, I don't know. That's like doing too much. I'm ashamed of myself now. I wish I can give my customers so many goodies and make everything look so good. But yes, this is my first unboxing and I'm so surprised and I'm so happy. So yes, thank you, Sandra. Thank you so much. Happy holidays.